Hi, my name's Donald Fouds. I'm here to talk about my project, which is a digital lock. I'm calling it the Darkwing 1000 Keyless Security System, or KSS for short. We're using the Fox 11 trainer board, which is this whole completely populated board. This is part number DVB-016 RevF. One of the other parts that's on the board that I'd like to mention is the processor, which is the 68HC11. The other thing we're going to be utilizing is a dip switch up here. There's 8 positions. And then we're going to also use the LCD display to display either locked or unlocked depending on what the dip settings are configured at. And that's going to be configured in the program, which I'll explain in a second. And that's to whatever the user wants to use. Now, the first thing we got to do is we got to hook up the RS-232 connector right here to P3. This allows interface between the trainer board and the computer. And then we're going to hook up the 9-volt power supply cable right here. There. A little awkward with one hand. As you notice, the default LED will come on, and the default display will be Fox 11 Trainer Buffalo version 4.05. Now this is the default setting, and nothing's been loaded into it right now. All the memory is cleared. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the ASM IDE. It's kind of tough to see. And we get that little prompt from 2007. I'm just going to click yes. And it pops up an empty window. This is the programming software. Nothing's loaded. So we're going to click the little envelope. And I named it KSS just to make it easy. And I've already saved this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit assemble. And what that does is it tells me that I got 0 errors, 0 warnings, whatever. Now, to make things a little more simple, I've already programmed in the 2 different codes that I'm looking for in a dip switch, and those are stored right here on this line. It's a little hard to see, but that's FF and then F0. I can tell you right now, because I already know, message 1 is basically the lock setting, and message 2 is the unlock setting. And these would lock or unlock whatever device you're trying to lock. Now, nobody's expected to understand binary to hex off the top of their head, so what I've done is I downloaded a copy of a decimal binary hex conversion, and it was brought by docstock.com, and it's actually pretty good. It's got all the columns and everything. There's no way you can remember all those off the top of your head and convert it into hex. So if you remember, over on the first message, the first key that we're looking for, it was FF, and right here basically it's all ones, which is all high. Currently on the dip setting, a little bit tough to see, but they are all on. So what's going to happen is I've already assembled. So what I'm going to do is click on the terminal tab, and nothing's in there because I haven't hit enter yet, but when I hit enter I'll get a loader prompt. We'll type in load, hit enter, and then up here that little lightning bolt little guy is the download button. That pops up the window. We're going to go ahead and do KSS, which is the name of it. It's the S19 file. And that goes and loads and loads and loads. And it says done. So the next command, we hit G, I remembered it as go, and then D000 3 zeros because that's the origin, the beginning part, the start location. And I'll hit enter. Basically, since we were programmed as F's here, this is what the user would change to match whatever they were trying to whatever pin they were trying to use. So all F's, if we remember back over on the conversion chart, that would be all 1s. Since the dip setting is all 1s, they're considered high. The door should be locked. So we'll come over here to the LCD, and it says door locked. And now what that would do is send a signal to lock a door, or whatever type of mechanism you're trying to lock. So let's see if when we do the F0 that was pre-programmed to unlock the door, F0 back at our chart is 4 highs and a low. Now when we're looking at this LCD, it's kind of upside down, or not the LCD, the dip, it's kind of upside down. So technically we want these 4 to be high, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4 1s, and then 4 lows to be able to unlock it. So I'm going to flip these switches. Now those lights come on, which basically is showing that those are low now, those are off. So we should have an unlocked door. Go back here, and it says door unlocked. Now I decided to do the scrolling on both the door unlocked and door locked commands just to give it a little bit more appeal. I think it turned out really well. Like I said, this is a pretty simple program that can be used. You can use it for many different applications. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.